Hi, I'm Chris Thompson, and today on the Business Behind the News, I'm talking about NASA's budget getting slashed and the people, science, and missions that'll be impacted. Let's get into it. The news out of Washington is grim for NASA. No sense in sugarcoating it. NASA is facing significant budget cuts, which will lead to widespread job losses across the agency and the cancellation of vital science programs, as well as the possible cancellation of some of the space missions altogether. The 2026 proposed budget for NASA would slash funding by approximately 24% from nearly $25 billion in 2025 down to approximately $19 billion in 2026. These cuts come at a time when the proposed U.S. defense budget for 2026 is $1.01 trillion with a capital T. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for having a strong military, and anything our men or women need to do their job, I'm all for. Full stop. I'm just asking that why are we cutting the budget for NASA, while at the same time we're tasking them with returning us to the moon and planning to send the first humans to Mars? We can't possibly do both these things when we're cutting their budget by $4 billion. Come on now. This isn't a minor item. This is a reduction that will have deep impact on the agency's ability to conduct its mission, affecting everything from science research to future human spaceflight. This translates directly to job losses for thousands of dedicated NASA employees. As of July 2025, nearly 4,000 NASA employees have opted to leave the agency through a deferred resignation program. This represents an estimated 20% of NASA's total workforce, reducing it from 18,000 down to 14,000 employees. This number includes about 500 workers lost to normal attrition. The programmatic impact is equally severe. The proposed budget would particularly hit NASA's science programs, with a potential reduction in the Science Mission Directorate's budget of $7.3 billion down to $3.9 billion. High-profile missions and international collaborations are at risk. The Mars Sample Return, or MSR mission, is a joint effort with the European space agencies and is projected to cost over $7.5 billion and is a prime candidate for cancellation. So it looks like NASA can kiss goodbye getting any souvenir rocks from Mars, I guess. Other projects include the Nancy Gray Roman Space Telescope, which was designed to investigate dark matter, and the Da Vinci mission to Venus are also on the chopping block. This comes as the beloved James Webb Space Telescope is expected to continue operation with a full budget. Then we have the ugly duckling of NASA programs, the Space Launch System rocket, or SLS for short, and the Orion crew capsule, which is central to the Artemis program goal of returning humans to Mars. If I had to guess, the SLS will get canceled, and the contract will conveniently be given to Elon Musk's SpaceX, and for good reason. Each SLS launch is projected to cost upwards of $4 billion. Did I mention it's a one-way trip? Oh yeah, that bad boy doesn't even return to its own launch pad like SpaceX rockets do. So you can kiss that rocket goodbye from NASA's budget in the near future. That's my guess. While some in Congress, including both the House and the Senate Appropriations Committees, have pushed back, they are advocating for NASA's funding to remain at the current 2025 levels. And the White House has proposed cuts that have already spurred the agency to initiate actions with immediate effects, including reassigning civil servants from projects marked for cancellation and terminating contracts. The Voyager Declaration, signed by more than 300 current and former NASA employees, criticized the, quote, rapid and wasteful changes, end quote, warning that they all jeopardize NASA's core mission and national security. The loss of specialized knowledge from departing employees is a serious concern. The drastic cuts to NASA's budget for 2026 will no doubt pose a significant challenge to NASA's future and America's leadership in space. We're going to see impacts to both mission and the livelihoods of thousands of the brightest minds at NASA. It also raises questions about the long-term vision for space exploration and scientific discovery in this country. Thanks for listening to my hot take about the massive cuts to NASA's proposed budget in 2026 and how this will affect NASA employees, scientific research, and space missions for the decades to come. If you haven't already, smash that like button and consider doing me a solid and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified next time I drop a hot take. Thanks.